I just want people to remember that this isn't forever. This is just, a speed bump in the whole road that we're driving on. Find ways to still connect with people. Even though you got to be physically distant, doesn't mean you have to be socially distant.
What's a typical day in lockdown looking like for you?
Me and our guitarist Dylan have been streaming on Twitch. Dylan goes on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights. Usually I'm on his stream too. We're playing together. Dylan and I started a stream a year ago, I think it was, and we were streaming together at the same time. And then touring started picking up. That was around when we released Trauma. I just started picking back up when we got back from Europe.
Do you feel like this is a good time to be creative, or like just a time to do other stuff that you don't normally get to do?
I'll spend a couple of days just doing stuff, not even focusing on the business end or the music kind of stuff, and just going out and planting a garden with my dad or work on the truck. And then after you get a couple things done with that, it's nice to take a break and go, okay, now I don't have a long chores list to do. I got some time where I can sit down, read a little bit, or start writing myself, bounce on ideas back and forth with you guys. It's good to have that ability to do both, where you don't feel locked in on the same end. Like when you're trying to write a record, you feel we have to get this record out in 3 months, so you feel like you did that crunch. So it's nice to have that back and forth where you don't feel pressure to do either one.
So you were overseas on tour when all this got very serious. Can you walk us through what happened?
We had a 6-week tour, lined up throughout UK and a lot of mainland Europe. And it was our first time going over there for that long and doing that long of a stint. I believe the show that we found out, I think the exact halfway mark, if I'm not mistaken, and all night we just looked at options to fly home, and we were up for hours trying to get a hold of any Delta agent just to see what we could do.
Can you imagine what the first show back is going to feel like for you and the fans?
Oh man, when you're getting there and you hear them sound checking, you know what's to come. You got that rumbling. Even us too, like getting out there backstage. Like I think it's just that build up, and then there's gonna be this moment right before the band starts. And if we're the first one to play, just to come out, I think that's gonna be such an explosive moment.
You guys blend genres very well. When you do these collaborations, like what's the measure of success for you?
One of the biggest bands that did it was Linkin Park and Jay-Z. I feel like as a band, each one of us have always been pulled to those bands, and we've always wanted to do that in our music. And then this last record, it was like, you know what? Let's just do it. We have fans that love us and trust us and are ready to hear something different. Let's take this time on this record to really just branch out into stuff that we enjoy as listeners, and to go out into these tours and see our fan base. There's more kids coming out, and there's more kids saying that this record means a lot to them. So for them to hear other genres of music, so we can tour with different bands and have these bigger shows where it just turns into a party for everyone.
Does mixing genres present any obstacles when it comes to performing the songs live?
When we were writing Trauma, there were certain parts that were like, it feels best if it was just a rap. For me personally, to go out there and not have a band playing, it's just the tracks. It felt more like I was out there more exposed, but that was a challenge in the beginning. And after I feel like a couple good shows, I just went out the window. Now it feels so natural.
Do you have any other collaborations in the works?
We got something coming up here soon. We may have teased it already, so I don't want to give too much away. Be excited.